bowl or a plate?
No, a plate. It should be shallow enough to be fine. And here's a tablespoon. Just put a tablespoon of water on the dish, and then we'll crack an egg on it. So we got that. And then crack your egg onto the plate. And you can throw the shell right back in that little container. And then take this off here. So get that mixed up. No, that was the UPS guy, Audrey. Audrey's uncle works for UPS, so she thinks that every UPS guy is her uncle. So that's all mixed up. So you can just leave the fork in the egg bowl. And then we're going to throw the almond flour, which is right, oh, that's the coconut flour. So what we need is almond flour in there, in this bowl.
How much?
We need 2 tablespoons to start. That's wet. So why don't you just use this for now. Put that in there. And then, no, just that much is good. And then,
Oh, there's one.
oh, that's convenient. You can take that out. It's 1/4 of a cup. And then we're gonna take our flax, which is right here. This is ground flax. That's gonna go in. And then we're going to take our adobo. Why don't you put like 3 shakes in there? And then 3 shakes of paprika. For a little color. And then we're gonna put the cheese in there. 2 cups of cheese. You can use whatever kind you want. This is just a blend. And then the 1/4 cup of bacon, which we cut up. It says that you can use bacon bits, but I like to use real bacon. This is the turkey bacon. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to use a spatula and get that all stirred in together. See how that mixes. You can add the broccoli in there too.
No.
Jenna has a purple thumb from tie-dyeing yesterday.
Looks like I got beat up.
And get that all mixed up.
Hello, Dwight.
How's that mixing?
Fine.
And then we have 2 tablespoons of coconut flour here. This is gonna go on a dish because we're gonna end up rolling our balls in there. You're gonna turn your oil on. I've had mine on very, very low, so I'm gonna turn it on to medium just so it heats up. Okay, let's see. You wanna go grab me a pair of gloves, please? They're on the table, the kitchen table. Audrey wants to go to her Grammy's house. Her Grammy lives in Maine, so that's not a problem. So I'm going to post the recipe for this and add in the broccoli because the broccoli was not part of the recipe. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just doing this because I have long nails. Is you're gonna make sure everything's incorporated. You're supposed to be able to take this mixture, squeeze it into balls. So I'm gonna take little handfuls and squeeze it. And it does work. You just squeeze it because the cheese melts a little bit in your hand. I'm making them small, like this. And then, turn this down here. We're gonna roll them around in the egg. And then we're gonna roll them around into the coconut flour. If you want to take that off and film me, you can do that. Oh. What I'd like to do is see what happens when I drop something in there. It's not quite ready, so I'm gonna just clear half of this and just keep making them. So like I said, I'm going to take little handfuls. And what you want to do is squeeze it in between your hands. Until they're molded and not falling apart. And then roll it in the egg. And then roll it in the coconut flour. And then we'll put it on the side. This says it serves 4. This recipe says it serves 4, but you can definitely stretch this out because of the cheese amount. You can also use vegan cheese, which would make it even more healthy. You just need to find a cheese that melts well. I find that the nut-based cheeses work really well as far as melting. The other ones do not. There's a cashew cheese that works really well. There's even some deli slices that are made with cashew cheese that work really well. I'll put the names of them in the recipe, so if you wanted to try that, especially if you have children that have dairy allergies, which could also mean they have nut allergies, which might not be the best, but I'll put up what I have for different cheeses. My sister's vegan. I was vegetarian for a while, so I have a couple of different kinds of cheese that I've used. You could also use cream cheese.
I'm sure that would make it even easier to form the balls.
Yeah. It would make it almost like a jalapeno popper. And if you want to just make these for adults, you could throw some jalapeno in here. That'd be great. We just like a jalapeno popper. You can cut up some of those pickled jalapenos that you put on top of nachos. Those would be good. If you want to get real junk foody, you can crush up some Doritos and roll them in the Dorito crust. Those would be really good. Oh, we're trying to be healthy here, so we're doing it in coconut flour. Even though Doritos are gluten-free. I'm sure you could make a version of this if you use cream cheese for the center. I'm trying to think of like a sweet way that you could make this. You could take maybe some dried fruit
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It would be fun if you put like raspberries or strawberries in it.
Yeah, if you get one of those bags of like mixed dried fruit from Target, the freeze dried stuff, you can get it from Trader Joe's too. And then, so you mix the cream cheese and the freeze dried fruit, and then you roll it in the egg, and then you could roll it in some cereal that's crushed up, or some oats that are crushed up, and then you could fry them. Maybe like little breakfast balls instead of donuts.
What about like sweetened coconut shreds?
That too. Or even unsweetened coconut shreds. I have those with some, maybe some cocoa powder. That'd be yummy. Alright, so let's see. I think this might be hot enough. Let's try to drop one in. Ooh, it is.
Be careful with hot oil.
Look at that. It's in there bubbling. So you want to throw them in there until they turn golden brown. You don't want to overcrowd because that'll drop the temperature of the oil, but I think that's good. Let's see, I'll make one more monster. I'll make a monster one for dinner. Actually, it didn't end up being as big as I thought. And this one will hang out while the rest of those cook. And I'll take that from you. Do you have to go on your meat?
I might, and check my phone.
So just keep an eye on these. I have a feeling they might turn pretty quickly. And I have a landing spot right here. I have a plate with some white paper towel. And as soon as they turn, look at that, nice and golden brown. This is Jenna's last week of 7th grade. She's very excited. Morgan graduated from high school last week. We had a prom at our house, and then we had a graduation at our house. We were able to have a small graduation at her school, which was nice because we didn't think we were going to get that. So her and her dad and I were able to see her walk, which was great. And then we had just some snacks and stuff back at the house. Her dad lives right down the street from me, so we've been together back and forth this whole time as a family. So it's been good to be able to spend time with other parts of our family, knowing that we're all safe together. We've all been quarantined together, so that was nice to be able to have a little celebration for her. So this is what they look like